Anyone walking into this store on a recent afternoon would be excused for doing a double take.
Hey, we are here at Sopo Seafood.
It's not every day you go to buy a pound of fish, only to drop in on the shooting of a web series.
It is a fish market, but also an oyster bar.
This is the latest incarnation of Food Coma television, starring Joe Riccio, who, before he started writing about food, worked in dozens of restaurants.
I feel like we're going to start with oysters, obviously, and kind of see where that goes.
The production is a lean operation. Riccio sets up the shoots and is the on-camera host. Chris Lochran directs, shoots, and edits, and Chris's wife Doreen handles the audio. The premise of the show is straightforward. It's about Joe and his food adventures.
You know, when he's really into a restaurant or a chef or food in general, he just goes.
I'm going to go from small to large, just for the sake of, not that that really matters, but not the size matters.
Riccio began telling stories about food in 2009, not with video, but with a blog called Portland Food Coma.
When you first started writing the blog, the theme was kind of eat and drink to excess, even like it's okay if you die young with a pretty face.
Right.
Joel. Jason. Yeah. We're gonna do car bombs.
Yeah, great.
1, 2, 3.
You're good.
I can't do that.
That was well over a decade ago.
Yeah, I didn't die. So it was like the plan B had to start, you know, like you just get older and fatter and more tired. And you're like, okay, I'm not dead and this is getting really brutal. So I have to make some changes.
The blog evolved into a web series called Food Coma TV.
And it kind of just turned into this like, let's go eat all these places in Maine, but places that tourists never go, like Sanford and Lewiston and the county. So that was what Food Coma TV was, and that was for a couple of years.
Bonanza is a Maine institution that regretfully is down to very few locations. I don't think enough people appreciate the history behind this restaurant, and that's why we're here.
That was followed by a Food Coma podcast, then a stand and stir cooking show shot in Riccio's home.
I'm Joe Riccio, and welcome to Food Coma, My 70s Kitchen, brought to you from My 70s Kitchen.
And more recently, his most ambitious undertaking yet, Food Coma, the hell out of Dodge.
Chef and owner Devin Finnegan has created a thing of beauty, a magical place that truly must be seen to be believed. Seriously.
The first episode of The Hell Out of Dodge profiled Aragosta, a restaurant in Deer Isle. These are 30-minute episodes, much longer and deeper than anything he and Lochran have tackled before.
People who don't work in this kind of, video production may not realize that to create a story that runs 30, 35 minutes and is compelling and is entertaining is a lot of work.
Oh, it's crazy. You're taking this, 7-8 hours of footage and bringing it down to 30 minutes. And how many times I've watched that episode, like I can't actually watch it anymore because when I released it, I had to be like, Chris, you know what? I don't really know if this is any good or not because I'm so tired of it because I've watched it 1,000 times and I hate myself. My face. I'm like, I can't look at my face anymore. I can't hear my voice anymore.
It's tough to pull off a show where you're just talking, even if you're talking in a really interesting way about food. At some point, you really do need to tell a story. That's what people want.
You find that out the hard way when you first start doing it. And you're like, oh. And they're like, okay, Joe, what do you have to say? And you're like, you freeze up. Like, I don't know. I'm just eating in a place. And it's like, people are looking at me because we had to turn the music off and there's a light on me and it's dark in here. And that was, I remember the first one we shot in Bangor way back in the day. I was just like mortified. Like I'm like, I don't know. I thought this would be easy. It's not easy at all. Like
a lot of work, but it is fun. And why wouldn't it be? Delicious food, tasty beverages, interesting people, nice locales. But all that good feeling can pose a challenge for a storyteller.
I would say the one thing we lacked a lot is conflict.
Riccio is quick to acknowledge that just about everyone doing a show that features food and travel owes a debt to Anthony Bourdain.
I'm Anthony Bourdain. Welcome to Food Coma TV.
A personal hero of his whom he talked with in an episode of Food Coma.
I don't know why anyone would make television if it's not fun. If it's a job, there are plenty more dignified things to do, and I would say brunch is one of them.
The saying goes that taste is not a debatable matter, and Food Coma TV is not to everyone's taste. But criticism doesn't sting.
I mean, it's Positive feedback. I mean, of course, there's always people who say negative things on YouTube, and I actually find that just as flattering as positive things because somebody took the time. I'm like, thank you.
You got them. We're gonna eat. Nobody's starving. I got the fish. See that? Well, I don't need poles. I got my paws, like a bear.
What Riccio does is take people on journeys into the world of Maine food. The aim is to inform, but more important, to entertain.
That's the goal. Like, I want something that you watch, and at no point are you like, is this going to be over anytime soon?